A problem that's probably faced by a number of centers around the country, budget woes, budget gaps, and looking at various ways of raising revenues to fill those gaps or to increase the various programs and opportunities. Lilybeth, how would you help guide your board of directors in resolving the program issue over the monetary issue?
I tend to take the more purist way. I think I would go for the fundraisers. I know it's a harder way for nonprofit agencies, but I think it's the right way. I would rather keep, the struggle for independent living untainted with even just the suggestion that there might be conflict of interest. If we go the harder way, which is the fundraising way, we would also be forced to look at other alternatives, maybe pushing for systems change in the financial structure of how grants are given by government, and other creative ways, and leave consumers free to trust you more. There's nothing like keeping that trust intact, especially in the business that we're in.
But a $20,000 gap is a pretty substantial gap. Why would the representative payee be the wrong way? What does it rub up against that would go against the IL philosophy?
Well, if you're the representative payee and you're also the agency that supposedly teaches choice, it just doesn't sit well with me, and because the institute, the ILC stands to gain from what you say, and what you say cannot be above suspect anymore if you know that you're also gaining in whatever counsel you give to the consumer, because whatever it is, somebody can use to get back at you. Okay. Well,
Yep.
And I don't want that.
Okay.
I don't want the center to have to go through that.
Jeff, how would you assist your board of directors in making a decision over this particular question?
I take a different view on this situation. I personally feel that as an organization run by people with disabilities and controlled by people with disabilities, earning our way, I find to be a good thing. Diversification of funding through outside contractual work, expansion of your project through exploration of different areas that you can get involved in, I find that all positive. I think that the scenario that's given, which is representative payee, that it was a good one because it is quite illustrative of the work you don't want to get involved in. I don't want to get involved in anything that is going to find our center imposing its will upon people.
Now, if this community fundraising activity actually does take years as opposed to the more expedient way of raising money, that might result in cutbacks in the organization. Would a center be prepared to do that over a philosophical question?
Well, I guess if it comes down to the philosophical question or the fundraising, yes. But I will tell you that fundraising is a long and hard road. I believe it is much better for an independent living center to get involved in providing services the way they ought to be provided.
Thank you. The dilemma that we're facing here is obviously a question for the board of directors. Fill the gap quickly or cultivate other resources of revenues to fulfill the center's needs. The question would be answered best by your board of directors and you.